How many of you know what this is? This is called the frame of a kakaban, and this is actually the kakaban, right? This kakaban is a mosquito net, and of course, before I continue, let me just give a shout out to Mr. Daniel all the way from Ghana. He requested for this video, even though the video has been in the works. So I told him I was definitely going to get this video done. Now, this net is 0.1 mm in size, okay? We are specific about this particular 0.1 mm size of net because it will help to keep your eggs intact before they hatch, so that they don't drop into the base before hatching. Remember, it's not all the eggs that will hatch, so you need to make sure that the eggs that stay on this net will stay for that period of time before they hatch. Then the unhatched eggs will be easily taken out and washed away, okay? Because the unhatched eggs will pollute the water. Do you understand that? So that's why we make sure we go for 0.1 mm. I'm emphasizing it. Guys, go for 0.1 mm mesh net. This one is a mosquito net, okay? So you can, and it's what color is this now? I think this is light brown. So if you get to the market where they sell building materials, you'll definitely get this. But let me emphasize on this size again, 0.1 mm. All right, so for the benefit of all those who are intending catfish breeders, hatchers, please, this video is particularly for you, and for everyone else that feels the need to share this video. Please do well to share, subscribe, like, leave a comment in the comment section. I was able to converse with Mr. Daniel because he left questions in the comment section, and then we had to go talk about it, and here we are, right? So that's one benefit of sharing and commenting, okay? So let's get to business straight away. So this is the frame. This frame has already been constructed, okay? But first things first, I always tell people that want to go into catfish farming that there are particular things that you need to do on your own. You should be able to do. Every farmer is supposed to be creative, okay? This is a handsaw, right? This is my measuring tape, and this is a PVC gum, right? That is used for plumbing items such as pipes, okay? To join them together. Now, to carry out maintenance is not really something you need to start looking for your plumber to do for you. With these materials, you can go all the way to do some level of maintenance on your farm. So this frame was constructed by me. This Kakaban frame was constructed by me, and I just want to show you how well to go about it, right? First things first, you get your gum, you get your handsaw after you've gotten your pipes, okay? This pipe is a 3/4, a 3/4 pipe. Please go for 3/4 pipe. Don't go for 1/2 inch, don't go for 1 inch. This one is suitable for this size of trough. Now, this size of trough is easy to maintain. You can maintain 10,000 pieces of fry in this, okay? And this kakaban can house up to 12,000 pieces of fry, okay? So be very, very conscious of how you spread your eggs on this kakaban. And I will also advise very well that you go for this. Please, if you're an intending prospective catfish hatcher, please go for these beggar troughs. They are called beggar tanks right here in this part of the world. Go for these tanks, and I promise you, you will enjoy your venture, okay? So that's that. Now, with my tape, I take the measurement of this. But before taking the measurement of this, let's even know the measurement of this particular trough. So we'll be using centimeters to measure. Now, this right here is 111 centimeters in length, okay? The length is 111 centimeters. That's the length. Okay, so we go to the width. This is 96 centimeters. That is 3 feet and some inches, okay? All right, so with this 111 cm by 96 cm, we have an idea of how to construct our kakaban frame. Okay, so right here I told you this one has been done. These edges are called elbows. Okay, so once you get to the plumbing shop, ask for 3/4 elbows, ask for 3/4 pipes, and I think that's just basically what you need. Save the gum and the handsaw. So the items you need: 3/4 elbow, 3/4 pipe, a small PVC gum, and then your handsaw. And of course, you don't need a plumber, because if you're going to involve a plumber, you'll definitely be paying extra money. So this is another way to cut down costs. Okay, are we good to go? Right, now I take my measurements right here. So this is where the pipe starts and this is where it ends. So this is 80 centimeters, right? And of course it's a square pipe, so I come down here and this is it. So I'm doing 80 by 80 by 80, right? Or 80 by 83 cm. So it's about a square. So you can do 85 by 85. It will still be perfect, okay? So that it accommodates more space. Now look here. Once I do this, I get my pegs. The pegs for these frames are right here. Okay. Can you see? So these are the pegs. These pegs are used to peg and hold the kakaban on the frames very firmly. So I'm going to show you how to construct this, but let's just finish up with what we have going for us. So this is my frame and this is my kakaban. I'm going to drop this right here and I pick up my kakaban. Of course, the measurements of this and this are not the same, right? So let's even see. So that you need to have your kakaban bigger or wider, bigger than your frame, your kakaban frame. So this is it. So this is it. Okay, is 86 centimeters, right? Okay. So please make sure it's wider than the frame, okay? All right, so I'm placing these on the chair so that it's easier for me to peg them and then they stay clean as well. Right, so after doing this, of course this kakaban is to be suspended on the surface of the water. So I'm trying to put in water right here. Please, this is just an example, like I'm trying to give you an idea of how we go about it. Now this hose is serving as an inlet where your water is supplied into this trough, and then this is the outlet. I made sure 2 outlets were provided for me, right? But I prefer using this one. Okay, so this is my outlet pipe. It's called the stopper. Okay, and then I have this mesh net here. Okay, and what do? I use my rubber band and just hold firmly this way. Okay, and then what I do next is to use this cap cover, right, to just fold the net inward this way, and yeah, a cover. Remember, these nets have perforated holes to allow water pass through. Maybe I'll get to I need to show you. See them? You see the holes? Okay, for the still water to pass through. Okay, and then yeah, this way. With this net, what happens is those very tiny particles of waste will pass through this net. Okay, there's no fry that can pass through this particular net, so it's just the waste and the still water that will flow through this net, leaving your fish and fresh water in the trough. So I'm trying to build the water in this trough for you to see. This hose is serving as an inlet. Please just take note of that. Okay, but over in the hatchery we have the pipes that are connected to supply, the inlet pipes that are connected to supply water into our troughs. So once again, this is the outlet. Now the implication of this kind of outlet is you can build up your water in this trough if you have enough, let's say more than enough fry in this trough. Just build your water to this point. Okay, so once it gets to these perforated holes, the water begins to flow out if you want it to flow out, because there's what we call flow through. So that's a system of managing water, flow through system. And then if you want to regulate the water, or if you want to clean up your pond really quickly, or if your fish are not so many in this trough, see what you do. You just tilt it towards this direction to any volume of water or to any capacity you want, right? I hope you're following this keenly. So this is it. I can raise it to build up my water, and I can drop it this way to reduce the volume of my water. So if you don't have so many fry in this, please make sure your water stays very low so that it's easy for you to manage. Now with this size of trough, you can manage whatever is going in here, right? Let me share a secret with you. The higher the volume of your water, the higher the tendency of pollution, the higher the tendency of infection and disease outbreak. Why? Because the water at the bottom may not be as clean as the water you're seeing at the surface. So what are you supposed to do? Make sure your water is at a very low volume, so that once you're refreshing your water, the water in the trough stays clean, because your fry are very, very tender and delicate. They don't like stress. Catfish generally are freshwater fish. So please keep this secret intact. Don't tell anybody. Okay? It's between me and you. Me and you. Me and you. Alright? So our water is almost at that level. You can see. So this is it. Let me raise it up a bit. Yeah. Now look here. Look over here. Can you see the volume of water? It shouldn't be higher than this, please. Especially for the first 2-3 days post hatching. Once your fish have dropped and they're already active in the water, please make sure you maintain this volume of water. Now let me just use my tape to measure so that you can have a visual idea. Now this is your trough, right? From this point to this point, this is about 15, between 15 and 16 centimeters. Okay, please maintain between 15 and 16 centimeters, please, okay, so that your water stays fresh and you'll be able to manage your newly hatched fry in your trough. Very important, very, very important. Don't build water you cannot manage. That's just the summary of the whole thing I'm trying to share with you. Now with this is your trough. Sorry, you place this in your trough. Can you see? And of course, you don't need to tension too much. Tensioning means it doesn't have to be tight. Okay, your pegs are supposed to be free so that the net will be in water. At some point, you can introduce stones. Okay, if you see that they are not what's it called now, please, this is just an example. Okay, it's just giving you a visual picture, a visual idea of what is obtainable with using this kind of kakaban, right? And this kind of trough. It is what I do on this farm that I get to share with you guys, right? And like I said, consistency is key. We have fish all of the time. In fact, come with me, let me show you something. If you're following up with our video, you'll remember that we carried out a production some weeks ago, about 2-3 weeks ago. Come see, we've moved those fish outside. You can see, look over there. Can you see? You can see them. Look over there. They're in their thousands. So this is what we are talking about. And we equally do have fish even in our outdoor, right? So okay, so back to this point where you can see the outlet. See, so this is what I'm talking about. At the 12th hour post spawning, that is after spreading your eggs in on the kakaban, please, at the 12th hour after spawning, right, run your water. And this is the best way to run your water, so that polluted eggs don't introduce fungi, because those unhatched eggs become fungi active, and then they will pollute your water, making it turbid, making it milky, cloudy. You won't even be seeing the ones that have come alive. So please run your water so that everything is seen, everything stays fresh, there's no odor, there's no cause for fungal infection. That is the essence of this video, using this kind of kakaban. Does it make sense? Of course, I'm sure it does. So with these stones, if you look closely, you will see some parts are popped up. If you look closely, you see some parts are popped up, right? So because these parts are popped up, get stones of this size, okay, and just place them this way. You see, so everything stays, because you can have eggs on these edges. So with these stones, they will just stay put in the water. Okay, please don't attach too much tension. Don't attach too much tension. Okay, just make sure your net is resting properly in water, so that with this volume of water, you see that your newly hatched fry will just conveniently on their own swim and settle in the base of your trough. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please do well to share, like, subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section, ask those questions. We are ready to grow with you. We are ready to take you to that place where you're supposed to be, so that at the end of the day, you'll just have to see smiles on your faces. Thank you. and see you in our next video. Bye for now.